I want to talk about the myth of fatigue, the facade of fatigue, if you will, the myth of tiredness, and how you can actually use this to your advantage. Now, this is a complex belief system that will allow you to never be tired. And I mean, it sounds like a load of bullshit, doesn't it, when you first hear it? It sounds like, oh, how can you never be tired? What if you've had a really tough day? What if you've had a really tough exercise session? What if you've played a game of rugby, for example? A very real perspective for myself. Now, I'll admit, the last 2 weeks my discipline has been a little bit looser than it has been in months previous. And in those previous months, I noticed one thing, is that whenever I got tired, I brought this consciousness and awareness to my being a bitch attitude, my being tired. Because essentially that's tiredness, isn't it? It's just weakness. It's something that I've been practicing for the last 2 months or so. Because whenever I'm in training and we've just done a really hard session, we've just done a block of fitness, I've been making sure that I don't look tired afterwards. I've been making sure that I defeat the fatigue as quickly as possible so I can move on to the next part of the session with full focus and clarity. Because at the end of the day, especially with something like fitness where it's so measurable in terms of this person's fitter than this person, so you run a better time in a fitness test or such things, or you lift more weight, ultimately if you're acting tired now, in some alternate universe, maybe even in this one, there's someone somewhere else in the world. Remember, there's 8 billion people in the world, so there's going to be someone out there that's doing more work than you because they don't believe in being tired. I guess that's probably the difference between people who are in good shape, like myself, and then you get fat people or skinny people, where tiredness is such an easy excuse. And something that really fucks me off is, like, you get these people that they'll work hard. Like, say you do a session with somebody and you've both done the exact same session, and then they're acting tired, not able to move. They can't, oh, they're lying on the floor, they're, oh, I'm so tired, I can't move. So, well, it's fucking bullshit, because I just done the same session as you. How are you tired and I'm still walking around trying to not be tired? That's when the test of your character, your mental ability is, I'm tired, I'm fucked, but no, I choose not to be tired. I choose to go on anyway. Tiredness is a myth. And it can be a joke. You can say it is a joke. But when you actually believe it within you, that tiredness is fake, that no matter how I feel, no matter how tired I am, I'm still going to outcompete everyone. And it's that just pure masculine spice of, I'm going to do it anyway, that bit of cunt within you. A bit of vuma, as my dad used to always say, a biki vuma, a bit of energy. There's always times when you're tired. Like, for example, last night I was sitting on the sofa that's right there, absolutely fucked. And you know what? My best course of action would have just been go to sleep straight away and not get my nourishment in me. But I chose instead to have smoked salmon, avocado and beetroot, and then I went to bed and recharged my batteries. And this morning I wake up and I have this fickle sort of buzz around me, a bit of energy that's just floating there, signalling to me that I have more than enough resources to go and do work. Now, I've not even eaten yet today. It's 2 PM and I feel more energized than ever before. I played a game of rugby yesterday for the first time in, I don't know, 2 months, and I'm sore as fuck. I'm not gonna lie, I'm extremely painful, but my brain isn't sore because my brain didn't do a lot of working yesterday. My brain was playing rugby, but I wasn't doing content creation and famoosing the natures of the internet of speaking, as you will. How can you be too tired to speak? I mean, that's just fucking weak. How can you be so much of a pussy that you're too tired to speak or to type on a laptop? I mean, like, there's so many people out there that'll spend the whole next day, and don't get me, I used to do this sometimes, and I look back at that time and think how weak and pathetic I was because I was tired, so I sat around watching TV all day. Well, you can't do this. You're too tired to go like this. Like, come on, man. Like, just go, get up, pick up your laptop or your phone, you can type something, you can find a picture somewhere or a tweet somewhere, make a bit of content. You can do something. There's no way that you can always be out completely exhausted and out of energy. I remember a few months ago there was a period where I wasn't eating as healthy as I was, and I was getting ill quite regularly during the winter. It's a lack of vitamin D and everything because brown skin, lack of sunlight. I was taking vitamin D tablets all the time, but I wasn't optimizing my health like I am now. And I'd be too ill to go into work. I've got a fairly physical job, like carrying luggage around the workplace and everything, speaking to people, being energetic, interacting, being on my feet for 8 hours. And I was too ill to go into work, but I wasn't too ill to type on a computer. How are you going to take a day off work and not do more work? It's a logical fail. The fatigue fallacy, the facade of fatigue, it fucks up so many people that they just never do anything with their life. They never gather momentum because as soon as they're tired, they don't do anything with the remaining energy that they have. You'll always get energy back. There's always coffee, there's always sleep, there's always food somewhere. You can always find energy somewhere. You've got emotions. Your emotions are energy. I tell people this all the time. If you're anxious, use the energy. It's there. It's literally God giving you free energy, and you're not using it. You're like, oh, I'm all worried about anxiety. Oh, I can't do that. I'm a bit nervous. Well, do something. Do something with the energy. Don't just let it sit there. I struggle to actually finish my day without doing anything productive and think, oh yeah, I deserve to sleep. You don't deserve to sleep. You've got all this energy and you didn't do anything with it. Do something with your energy and stop pretending to be tired. There is no end of your energy supply. The end of your energy supply is when you drop dead. That is when you can see you've got no energy, is when you fucking die. Other than that, you've got endless energy. There's always food, there's always caffeine, there's always sleep. You can always have energy, otherwise you wouldn't be alive. That is literally the most finite way of saying this. If you're dead, that is when you can say, I'm tired, I've got no energy to do anything left. If you're alive, you can do things. You can speak. You can make a video. You can post something. Like, how much energy does it take to post on social media? Nothing. Press a button, type, follow for more, or come up with some creative caption. I don't give a fuck. Just post something. You can do something all the time. How you go tell me you're too tired to watch an educational video? You would have been watching like Netflix or some bullshit anyway, so why don't you just sit and watch a podcast where you learn things? There's no excuse. You can't be too tired to do something productive. As soon as you start having that mindset ingrained into you, you'll be unstoppable. You'll be continually building momentum because you'll always find a way to do some type of productive work. I think that's the rant over. I'll see you guys in the next video.